Cystic fibrosis, or CF, is a life-limiting genetic condition that affects over 10,500 people in the UK. Staying well is all about juggling. As well as managing the day-to-day of normal life, people with CF also deal with daily treatments and symptoms. People with CF are people first, and an important goal is for CF to be as invisible as possible.
CFHealthHub is a digital system for enabling people with cystic fibrosis and their clinical teams to work together to try to enable habits of self-care from the point of view of the patient, but also to enable clinical teams to pay attention to habits of self-care.
Patients can view feedback on how they get on with their nebuliser treatments through the CFHealthHub platform. A lot of evidence shows that actually that could be really powerful at helping us to change our behaviour, to form habits to take treatments and so on. It explores things like problem solving, so supporting patients to identify barriers that get in the way of them taking their treatments, and they can access different kind of tips from other patients.
So using CFHealthHub in the clinical setting, rather than make assumptions about a patient's adherence, we can see truly what their adherence is, but equally allow us to identify patterns that might help. So it allows us to make a much more tailored care plan for those patients.
For the first time, as a clinician, we can actually see what the patient does in their own home, in between when we see them in a clinic visit.
So I'd say the main thing that I like about the Health Hub, it's in the form of an app. Within seconds, you're looking at your data. Using the CFHealthHub doesn't have to be a lifestyle change. It doesn't have to be this big deal. It's just something that you pick your phone up, you view in your data, and then you can see it, and then you move on to the next thing because you know you're doing what you should be doing.
A few years ago, I was awful at taking my nebs. Very rarely did I do them. But now that it's on my phone and on an app, easy to see, it makes it so much easier to track.
The key benefits for the patient is that they can actually log on themselves and have a look at their data, and actually having that figure there and the graphs and the different values are really, really valuable to them and to us to be able to guide them and help them to build adherence and action plans.
So CFHealthHub really takes away the surprise of what our patients are actually doing, so it means that we can actually target and enable them to get the best out of their therapy so that they can then live their best life.
Anything that allows patients to feel that they can be honest about their treatments and honest about what they get done and what they don't get done, and not feel that they've failed in any way, is a really powerful thing for them, because it means they're going to get better health and better health care.
Living with CF means a lifetime of medications, treatments and potential hospitalisations. Having their own data available on their smartphone is part of our approach to empower patients to form new habits. It puts the patient back in charge of their care and helps them to thrive and live as normal a life as possible. By bringing together people with CF, clinical teams and technology, we can make a positive difference to the lives of people with cystic fibrosis.